Hello and welcome to the Bastion podcast, the first podcast that will not reach episode 5. Now, I've been wanting to do a podcast for about 3 years now. I've been into podcasts for about 4 years, and I've wanted to do a Planetside one for about 3 years. I started one 2.5 years ago, and it went nowhere. I had one episode that was low effort. The second episode was really high effort, and I spent way too long on it and it never came out. So now I've just thought, fuck it, just do it, put no effort into it, start from the bottom. Now we're here. I don't know. I don't know why I was doing that professional voice then. I really don't need to do a fucking professional voice. I'm reading notes off a notepad that I wrote last night, recording on my phone that's in my sock, and my other foot is getting cold. Sacrifices have to be made, so sacrifices were made. The only other podcasts for Planetside are really like positive Americans, and I just want to sort of be a pessimistic Brit, not to interfere with the legendary cynical Brit, rest in peace. But yeah, I did some research on Planetside podcast. Turns out there's 2 called Drop podcasts, so 2 people were about as original as me, naming just the podcast after the newest update. And then there's the Instant Action podcast, which is basically a drop podcast anyway. And that one I listened to a whole episode of, the most recent one, currently recording, I think, dating the episode. And it was just boring. There was not much opinion there. I mean, I can get how people can like it. It's a nice thing to tune in if you've listened from the start and you're regular, but I can't get into it. There's not much opinion. There's sort of a run-of-the-mill sort of, here's the Planetside update. It has these things. They've changed the weapon by making the recoil 10% more, whatever bullshit. I don't care. I just want to be excited about exciting shit and shit on Planetside where it's necessary without being Reddit. I hate Reddit. I hate typing. I much prefer talking. My typing skill is abysmal compared to my talking skill, which shows how shit my typing skill is. And people are just the worst on Reddit. You have like a slight opinion that's not Reddit, and you're just wrong objectively. I feel like a podcast is a lot easier because you can have a context of voice and you have a long rant without people having to see it. You can just have your podcast, and then hopefully people will tune in. I don't expect anyone to tune into this episode, nor 2 or 3 or 4, but maybe 5, and then I'll do some extra stuff. Basically, this whole point is to get the ball rolling for me, so I start making videos and music and stuff. Preferably Planetside 2 related for now, and then branching out into other stuff. I don't quite know. This is just a place for me to rant at this point. So I've wanted to do like Planetside 2 videos properly, instead of like a meme edit, and music slightly more properly, and have like a video that has 2 of them. I was going to write music, which I did kind of write a little bit of like a MIDI thing with a beat on it for this podcast, but it didn't fit it, and I wanted to use the background noise that you're hearing now is the new original soundtrack for the Century, the new Century music, which I really like. It's brilliant. It's in like A major, which I don't think any other Planetside music is. It's very like, I don't know, just positive, normal, like, well, Sanctuary. It fits it perfectly compared to the other like Thatcher music, and it's very chilled and it's nice. I thought it'd be really nice background music, and you can see the video of me recording it, going alongside the actual thing, because I have nothing to put here. If I do have a video that I want to show on a podcast, I will literally just put the video of me doing something and watch it along. I don't quite know how I'll do it, but whatever the fuck. Right, moving on until I ramble myself into oblivion. Desolation. Desolation looks fucking amazing. It's competitive outfit v outfit. The thing that I thought, if Planetside has this, then at least they won't have to be pumping out updates to give more content. The whole content of competitive is the fact that people were better than you, and you have to get better than them. I know I worded that really shit, but I think there was something there. Basically, it makes me excited. I've gone back to an old platoon outfit. I've gone back to an old outfit. I was in sort of a farm outfit that was sort of chilled out, a couple of people with log on and farm people. I've gone back to the outfit that I left to go to that, which was more serious, talking about platoons and vehicle squads, and I just didn't want that at the time because there wasn't any point to doing that. But now there's a point to like getting good squad cohesion and being good team player. There's competitive, so I want to try and get good and possibly record a match of that. That'd be amazing if I could record a match of Desolation. A couple of worrying things about Desolation: the brightness. The brightness kind of looks cool because it's in space and it's got a really nice background with the binary stars. It looks amazing, but it's a bit too dark, I think. I'm not sure if that's just the playtest that I've been on and my brightness was the wrong setting or whatever the fuck, but it seems like VS will still have an advantage. Now, I know that they said they wanted to make it out into space so there was sort of no day-night cycle, so people wouldn't complain about the sun being in their eyes and whatever. That's totally fair enough, but having it so dark that VS have an advantage, or anyone with a dark camera has an advantage, also not cool. So I think they might want to up the total brightness, not the light brightness, but the sort of ambient brightness. Possibly like make the binary stars that are in this skybox slightly brighter so it makes sense, and just have it quite an ambient normal light. Whether or not it's like that and my brightness settings were just fucked on the day that I played it, whatever, doesn't matter. Also, I recommend making better rewards for the devs. Have like a decal for your player screen, where you get killed by someone, you see their directive score, their battle rank. Could be really good to have like I don't know, silver. They came in silver, so like third, because Araxium is first, I guess. They got like a silver medal on an outfit on season 1 and a Araxium on season 2 and the bronze on season 3. They like participated in these, and they have like these medals and say like decals. You could just have like sort of like how, the only game that I play competitive is Rocket League, and I play that sort of on and off competitive, and you get like blue boosts for diamond level and purple boosts for champion level and whatever, and you could do that with Planetside, like seasons. That would be pretty cool for like a reward. And also XP boosts. That is the boring reward that's like, oh, what do we give players for a reward? A fucking XP boost. That's easy. But it would be cool to get everyone in an outfit XP boosts. Possibly like a XP boost for gaining outfit resources only, or give an outfit resource boost of like 10%. So if they win, that makes it easier to get back into like more competitive stuff. Just a thought off the top of my head. Adding alliances would be really good, because obviously there's a bit of the player base that are in these sort of small squads, small outfits that can't. I was in a small outfit. I had to leave mine to join back to even have a chance of now being in an outfit war. So alliances would be really cool, but I know that on the dev stream they did say, yeah, we're going to leave that. And they also said Steel Rain might be disabled. Now I do like that they re-enabled redeploy, because that was a bit bullshit, because you could just throw a grenade at yourself and die. Steel Rain, I think it'd be really cool, like to use. Maybe have like a bigger cooldown for using Steel Rain. So that's all my sort of Desolation stuff. I don't really have anything else on it because I didn't play the playtests. A bunch of people were camping the spawns when I was playing the playtest, which made me kind of salty. I feel like, understandably, it was Trident from fucking Tolbad. So what the fuck? If they're gonna ruin a dev playtest, then fuck them. Anyway, the Bastions, I did manage to mess around with them, spawned a bunch of them. It was really good, and also bring Bastion Planetside. I mean, a lot of people already know what Planetside means, but for some reason I didn't, so that's what Planetside means. Bring Bastion Planetside. Makes sense. And yeah, fuck yeah, awesome Star Destroyer. Not quite Star Destroyer, because it's like 200 meters long, but fucking hell, it's huge for Planetside. It's really cool to like see it. Base Delta Zero, people on the ground. If that Star Wars reference is a bit too deep. Anyway, so I'd like to use the cannons on the side. Would prefer sort of more the side cannons for like Bastion v Bastion gameplay. I don't know what all the like terms for boats are, you know, where you have like starboard and port, and you have your ship batteries, like, where you fire them each other. I don't know, but whatever it's called, just to have like loads of batteries. I think it's batteries, right? That's from Star Wars. Batteries, ships, Star Destroyer batteries. Yeah. Fucking photon torpedo. I don't fucking know. Just have there's like a load of cannons on the side that aren't being used, so I feel like it would be really cool if once a Bastion is up, taking it down with another Bastion would be way easier than just running at it with aircraft. Because how it is now feels like if you just take a platoon of people in aircraft, you can take it down pretty easily, and that's like a 1 in an hour thing. And it feels like there'll be a couple of pilots who'll just be able to outmaneuver the guns and like Poe Dameron the whole ship, which is fair enough. It'll be kind of cool to see that happen. But I would kind of want to see like a shield on the top, where you have to like take down the shield, and then sort of shells from far away can hit it, sort of like a Star Destroyer. So like ESFs can go in for like a little bit of a run and like go through the shield and shoot it, but you know, if you're gonna have like a Bastion v Bastion gameplay, you could have like one of them aiming at the shield generator on it until it blows up, and then it just rains like shitloads of stuff towards it. That'd be pretty cool. But as it is right now, it's in a good place, to be honest. There's a few things that are a bit glitchy. It's a lot better than the last one on playtest, where there were like loads of crashed ones glitched around the map. But it does seem a bit too weak on its own. And running on a Bastion would be amazing, although I know that this isn't going to happen. They did say that you'd have to do some sort of if you want to like match yourself with the movement of a vehicle, so you like run on a vehicle, there's some sort of crazy thing you need to do with the coding that they don't have time to do, which fair enough, but that would be amazing. Right now I'll just have to stick to my Drifter Light Assault and like glide along it as it goes surf the Bastion, and I think that'll work still. But yeah, anyway, Sanctuary, fucking brilliant. I mean, well, it looks good, but there's not much. There's not much there yet. I know that they said they were going to add stuff. It is great stuff, and there's great music. There's really nice music in the background, which you can hear the background of this. They need to add more, though. They really need to add a load of more like fun stuff. And then mini games. You don't really want to keep people there out of the fight, I guess, but you also want to have a reason to go there. It's like a balance they need to hit. I think there should be like a tutorials player. I feel like this was said in the dev stream about having like a player there either for viewing outfit wars on or viewing YouTube videos on, but like a tutorials player that the community can sort of vote player tutorials on YouTube onto the top, like on a screen there. I would really like to see a small 1v1 area, like a sort of 20 meter wide by 50 meter long 1v1 area in the style of the buildings in Sanctuary. I don't think that would take much like dev time to build a map like that. You wouldn't need much. It's like a 1v1 arena from like CS:GO or something, where you just have a few boxes and you shoot each other. But I think that'll be really cool. And if that works, it would be cool to see a 1v1 competitive time. Like not a. It would have to be a competitive time, otherwise you'd get people just doing it continuously, or you'd have no one doing it, and then no one would get any ranks. So like I don't know, 1 PM to 3 PM every weekend or something. So then, yeah, fights aren't affected as much. And yeah, if you should have like a 1v1 arena, that sort of gives a place for the sort of lone wolves type people that will be outside of outfits and sort of 1v1 individual people. They'll have a reason to go to Sanctuary, because right now it's very outfit based, and people who don't care about that won't be there. And I guess what could also happen is if you have like a 1v1 competitive arena, you could have like the person top of there without an outfit, and then outfits could see that and recruit them, or like actively sort out players for their outfit wars in the future. They could like sort of say, hey, it would be really good if you can like join our outfit, and like actually have like some sort of inbox or something. I don't know. It'd be weird. Very different to how Planetside is now, but I'm sort of thinking brainstorming for the future. I don't know. And also the tutorial right now, there's a shitload of new players coming in, like absolutely loads. Well, I say absolutely loads. There's loads compared to what it was before. Still not brilliant, but it's a lot more. There were 3 continents unlocked with all fights on them yesterday on Miller. It was amazing. It was brilliant. It was like 2016, 2015. It was great. But I know these new players need to stick around, need to sort of be taught stuff. Should really be shown that they should join an outfit. That really helps. But also the tutorial is just shit. Like I would not be surprised if a lot of the new players just quit on the tutorial, because I mean there's bugs inside the tutorial. I remember going through it a couple of years ago, and there was a shield gate, like a vehicle shield gate, that you could just drive around because it didn't even fill the area of a vehicle shield gate. And then I did it a year later because I had to do it on another account, and it was still there. They still hadn't fixed it. I mean, this was a couple of years ago. I'm not sure what it's like now, but I'll put money on it that it's still the same. But I think it'd be kind of cool to have a tutorial start from Sanctuary. So have some sort of cinematic, like a 15-second cinematic where Bastion like jumps into the system and flies into dock at Sanctuary, and it sort of has a Planetside 2 title screen, and then you're inside that hangar with a Bastion. And you have to like use your jetpack to fly up to the people, so then you go into VR training, something along that line. That would be quite cool. You know, improve the training, get a load of player feedback on it, like they're doing now, and bounties as well would be kind of cool for the N7. I think the N7 points. They're like the terminal points that you're picking up at the like going around the map. I think it'd be kind of cool to have like outfits to say this guy's annoying. Like have a proper bounty system, and where they can pay it off and they get N7 points for paying it off with certs or something. I think that'll be kind of cool, because then it would have, then you'd sort of be incentivized to farm as well as sort of do the usual platoon Zerg. People who prefer just to like fly around in their Mosquito shooting at shit all day, they could actually help their outfit just by doing a lone wolf Mosquito run where they annoy people, because then, you know, they could have bounties for N7 points. They could go back to the place, redeem them for, you know, or not redeem bounties, but pay them off in certs for then a Ratium for their outfit or something. I don't know. At this point, I don't even know what I'm saying. I need to get back to what the fuck I was saying. I am kind of curious about how Zerd fits will compare to the normal ones in collecting resources and how they'll sort of balance that. And now I'm on to other, so that's Desolation done. That's everything I sort of wanted to get off my chest. A lot of that is quite random addition sort of stuff that would kind of be cool, but on a whole, I wouldn't care if they added any of that stuff that I just suggested. Right now it's brilliant. I'm very excited for the future of the game. And yeah, I've got a couple of other ones. And I've realised yesterday that there was a Russian event on TR. There were a bunch of Russian people on TR like doing a big thing. So TR had a massive overpopulation, but it did sort of highlight no one was also playing NSO. There were a few NSO people that I saw, but hardly any. I feel like it would be better to have NSO either if you have membership, you get it, but you can also pay like $1 a month and get NSO, because then new players will see, oh wow, so you can get NSO that has all of these other guns, and possibly certain NS operative cert it a bit more, so that when you log in you have like a scope and a proper attachment and everything on your guns, and like a few more certs in your abilities, just so then new players can go, well, I can spend literally $1 to just learn how to play this game, playing alongside every single faction, and just learn the whole layout of it. And also, I haven't played NSO much, but I assume they don't have a squad feature between NSO people. So if you log onto your NSO and your friend logs onto your NSO, and you go NC and they go VS, then you're fucked. You're gonna fight against each other. Whereas it'd be cool, like from the start, to go pair up with this person, and then you pair up from the loading from the character screen. You both press play from like a squad, and then you join the same faction. Because I don't see an option for that, and I haven't tried it, so I assume it's not there. That said, it has been 24 minutes. That is actually under what I thought it was going to be. Will mean I have to loop the video a couple of times, and that's that. I have no schedule on what I'm going to do with this. If I'm going to upload it in a week, a year, or a month, or whatever. I might. Well, I have to upload it before the fucking update comes out, otherwise it's out of date. But yeah, I might post this on a few outfit pages, Discord. I'm probably not going to put it on Reddit because, oh my god, I cannot deal with that. I have had a bad experience with Reddit, as has everyone else, I think. Anyway, that's about it. Hopefully this recording has worked and hasn't sounded shit when it's like in my sock. My foot is freezing cold, and yeah, that's a wrap, I think.